Exodus 11 to 14. Passover is the most widely celebrated festival in all of Judaism still today, and that is the subject of our time here. You may have heard of a Seder service. That's the first night of the 7-day holiday called Pesach in Hebrew. It means to spare. And really what Passover does in the days even here in Exodus 12 is to celebrate the story, the big story of Israel. And of course that is that they have now come down to Egypt. They have been enslaved. Moses has come. He has challenged the Pharaoh. 10 plagues have taken place, the last being the death of the firstborn. They are ordered to leave, and of course as Pharaoh changes his mind and comes after them, they have the Red Sea before them. There are two historic possibilities of where they crossed the Red Sea. One would be here, which makes this the traditional site in the Sinai Peninsula of Horeb, or Mount Sinai. There is another possible location of where they crossed the Red Sea, and that would be over here, which makes the Mount of Horeb, or Sinai, farther over in Arabia. Well, not only does it celebrate backwards, of course, this great festival celebration called Passover, which is the subject of our text, it points forward in the story too, and I want to mention several things as we do that. First, we are moving now from a slavery, of course, to freedom. And this will be a large storyline, again, that moves us well into the Bible, all the way to Jesus, frankly. And of course, the word redeem sounds like a payment idea, but it really isn't. In the mind of the Jew, redemption is just the idea of their gaining of freedom. Another would be that we're now moving from the family of Israel to the nation of Israel. Big difference, of course, in how they'll govern themselves. Thirdly, that moves, and this is related, from a tribalism to now having laws. And here come the 10 Commandments and all the laws, the book of the law that Exodus is known for. Very specific ways for this nation now to exert its freedom and to show their appreciation to God in so doing. Another would be, well, let's call it renting versus owning. They're now going to own their own land. And one more that again is a really big part of this that we will be seeing in the future, and that is the presumed righteous person now being, and here comes a Hebrew idea I want to bring out later, the idea of salvation. Salvation is a two-step process in the mind of the Jew of the Old Testament. First, it's presumed you're righteous. Then you can call upon God, as this story shows, and He will save you. So verses like Psalm 94:14, "For the Lord will not cast off His people, nor will He forsake His inheritance." There it is, salvation. Or Psalm 121:4, "Behold, He who keeps Israel will neither slumber nor sleep." Passover celebrates the story of Israel backwards, and of course the story now of Israel going forward.